traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Piltover division game between this team and Float. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as the game's already started with the draft. This has already banned Gangplank and looking to ban Pike, with Flo already banned Darius. It doesn't look like these are the favorites of any team so far.
The Pike ban is definitely expected. The one support on Flow had very high mastery on Pike, but not much else support wise that he seemed super practiced on.
So it looks like that might be the only support bans so far.
Okay, the Trundle is the jungler's only played this season, but it's not his most played. Looks like he mostly plays Warwick, Flow.
Warwick is a good jungler these days. But this Gangplank ban, I don't see that often as much anymore. It does. Well, Hold My Barrel. Never mind. Name Hold My Barrel gives a little cognizance to Gangplank. I love it when people have their names that designate to the champion that they play.
That's true. That's true. I didn't even catch that one. The Trundle is an odd ban though. It's pretty off meta, and it's not. I guess maybe they were running to run Ornn or some kind of tank in the top lane. They don't want to have to get it totally taken out of the meta or taken out of the game by a Trundle.
Renekton, I think, is a ban for the nutcase who has a lot of time playing it, but he hasn't been playing it as much. I don't know, but we'll see how this game goes.
Yeah, mostly top lane bans so far, 3 of the 6, and well, Trundle as well. If you that looks like the Kha'Zix is the first pick though.
Oh, Kha'Zix is the first pick for jungle carry when all the other lanes are pretty open?
That's interesting. It's bold.
These are very bold picks, I will say.
Well, it looks like it might have been a mistake. Looks like Kha'Zix is supposed to be a Warwick. I feel like we'll see if they just kind of continue and go on.
They might just continue and go on then, because they can just replace the Kha'Zix with Warwick in game.
Okay, Sejuani, interesting. Jungle picks first. It's a little unusual. But that
Sejuani has been seen in a lot of these team games, though. She is a very team player.
She is, and it explains the Trundle ban for sure. That's the one champion she doesn't want to see.
The pillar block is pretty good against Sejuani, I would say.
That's good team fight already right there, Kaisa and Sejuani.
Kaisa is one of the staples of the AD carries since release, I believe. So will we see the Xayah on the other team as usual? Oh, they're asking you what do we do? We'll just keep going. Other than that, we can just continue with this pro draft pick and then fix it out in the actual draft bank. So it looks like we're gonna
Chance to get a breather and rethink
get like
it.
get a little 5-minute breather, maybe not even 5 minutes, 2-minute breather to reset the pro draft link, so we can get this squared out.
jungler that gets the first pick, unless it's a really contested pick.
The Kha'Zix is not one, and
Yeah.
according to our notes, Monte Carlo likes to play tank, so that'd be a really drastic change for Monte Carlo. Going from playing Warwick to Kha'Zix, that'd be pretty hard change. But I think Kha'Zix is in a decent spot now, considering Dragon is a highly contested objective, and he can do a lot of isolation damage to Dragon and just take it out really quick. Then again, that usually works in solo queue, not so much. Not so much team games. Alright. So this is the Piltover division. Most of the team are gold, a little bit of platinum on here. It seems that last season, this team had 2 platinums, 3 golds. Flow Gaming had all golds, but usually high rank golds. Almost touching platinums. And that's the same with this team. So this team does have a little bit of rank advantage, but you know, they're pretty close, so this might be a good game.
Yeah, not a huge disparity, and a lot of times when these kind of games, it really is going to come down to who has played together more. It's kind of got more more cohesion match. We'll say though, Fallen for one has already hit plat. This one, so that's pretty impressive speed.
Yeah, I always feel like my solo rankings always go much easier than my flex rank games, because flex is like really interesting sometimes. They really like people do such weird things, and like especially when I play with a 5-man on my own, we like to do stupid things. So like even if it is like group play, especially in these games, there's some plays that may be mismatched because they expect things to happen this way, because they expect so much from your teammates, but it may not come out as correct, so then it's just a whole blunder in the first place, and it's like, oh my gosh, what do we do now?
Yeah. Alright, well, looks like we've got the pick and ban recreated, so we should be starting back into that pretty soon.
Alright. First game of the day going as smooth as possible, obviously.
Oh, of course. Alright, back into it. Should be the same through the first, I think, 5 picks. Obviously minus the Kha'Zix. That should be a Warwick instead. But
So I think it was Gangplank, Pike, Trundle, and then Darius, Zed. They got Renekton, okay.
Yep.
It still is like pretty top focused on the bans. And this game isn't really top focused type of game as much. And they're
Yeah.
even saving the top lane picks for later. So I guess they really value their top laners, both these teams.
They're taking care of their top laners.
The Nivea pick, though.
That would be interesting.
Oh man, I haven't seen this champ in a while. Besides the one I played with Earth on her today. It's just, I don't know. It's very interesting. The wall is really helpful, but the fallen one playing on Anivia possibly, or is this Anivia support? My friend likes to play this.
I would expect Anivia mid. It's more common, but
Tell that to my
you
friend who
really
loves to
don't
play Anivia
know.
support. I have like really 2 weird friends. Like my one friend likes to play Cho'Gath or Anivia, and then he plays them in any lane no matter what. And then I have another friend who used to play support really well, and then she's like, screw this, I'm gonna just play Teemo all day, and she plays nothing but Teemo support.
Interesting.
So it's like, you know, it's weird. Everyone likes to find what they enjoy to play, and they play it any way they can, so it doesn't matter. But Anivia versus Orianna looks like Janna into Kai'Sa. Janna's very soft right now, but She usually has a positive win rate no matter what. So
Yeah, she's always kind of pretty useful with her shield. You
and
know,
the
just the heavy
Caitlyn
healing.
bans to respect the Caitlyn hover pick earlier.
Wonder if they would try anything as interesting as putting the Anivia in the bot lane, just to like bait out some picks and bans.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen more Oriana in this league than any other league I've seen. As in, like, in general. Like, I haven't seen an Oriana mid outside of any of these games besides the ones in this league.
I think this is the same for me as well.
I guess
It's
it goes
it's
with, a coordinated team plays, right?
yeah. It just works well. You have coordination.
I like the focus on
All
the
right.
little support bands
Yep, getting the tank
here.
supports off.
Yeah, Alistar is a good band. Nautilus is a good band. Can we lock that in, please?
I would definitely approve of that ban, especially if getting rid of hook champions versus
Yeah,
Anivia and Janna. They're both
they're both
pretty
pretty
MO.
stationary, yeah.
Yeah, both pretty vulnerable.
But the Galio support is nice.
Tris- Tristana would make that a pretty interesting lane because she's gonna passively push, but at the same time she's gonna be fairly safe with her rocket jump.
If Janna is really on point with her tornadoes, Galio will never get in at all.
That's true. That's
Because
true.
you have about a half-second time frame to press Q again, while Galio jumps back and goes forward. So you gotta have really great reaction on Janna, or you just gotta predict it. So if Janna is really on point, Galio would never be next to the carry. But Mordekaiser with the first pick going blind is really nice.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of top laners that are going to do really well against that. He's just kind of overpowering in the meta right now.
He is, even with the recent nerfs, which is like a little bit. Against Urgot though!
Urgot, ooh, we got some juggernauts up in the top lane.
Haven't seen Urgot so far lately. Well, not that I
The
know of,
Urgot I've
but.
seen was the one my team played on
Oh,
Friday.
really?
Yeah.
Nice! Did you win that game?
We did. He
Nice.
was like 10
So
and 2.
he's 100% in this league so far.
Hell yeah.
Mordekaiser is not 100% in this league so far. I know that the one game I saw him get played, he did lose, so.
I'll come back
Let's see
stronger.
what continues, the Urgot undefeated streak or the Mordekaiser losing streak.
All in all, I would, generally I
I
would
do
put my
not
money on
tolerate
Mordekaiser.
cowardice.
But Urgot can definitely come out ahead on this if he plays his cards right. If he gets some early executioners or farm mill early,
I still
then he can
haven't
really
played
make things a
this
lot more
Urgot at
difficult.
all.
Do not deny me.
I still don't know what Urgot does in general because I had never played the new Urgot.
He just walks around and blasts with shotgun knees.
Yeah, the shotgun knees and like you have to like kind of crab walk around them the whole time. It's like weird.
Well,
I feel like
the
that's the
most
most
interesting,
interesting passive so far.
yeah, and the change they made to his W to be a toggle once it's fully ranked up is pretty interesting as well.
Oh, it becomes a toggle later?
Yeah, it costs 0 mana. It's just a toggle.
What? That's insane.
So it's one of those things where he becomes a real threat in team fights because as his W switching between different targets in a team fight, um, he's blasting a whole bunch of people and he's stacking conqueror. It can get scary. He's a beefy
Yeah.
boy too.
Conquer is such a weird
Right.
win sometimes. Like it stacks on some spells and some other spells it doesn't stack at all. I know when the Wukong rework comes in, his ultimate can now stack Conquer, where now it only applies on Ice.
I'm angry.
And they had to change Garen spin to also accommodate the Conqueror stacks as well.
You don't have the heart.
So it's weird
Yeah,
how
a lot of
Conqueror
that's
interacts on a lot of old champion kits.
yeah. They're having to fix a lot of the old coding issues. I think just the way way that they coded things to be, you know, a Teemo of Link through, you know, a minion as a hidden minion as a ability. So it was interesting.
So it looks like Oriana wants to be really offensive here, bringing the Ignite into mid lane.
That's an interesting choice. I
Is
don't
she gonna switch
know.
it to teleport or no?
I don't know that you're gonna have a lot of kill threat on Anivia. She has her egg. Uh, you know, she's got a TP. She's
She
gonna be
also
able to
has
just
pretty
back
good
away
range.
when she
Yeah.
gets low. She can put the wall between you and just walk away. As long as Anivia is, you know, reasonably practiced, I feel like she's a pretty big advantage just from that.
Yeah,
Because
TP advantage is pretty
down.
big. I don't know. We got Mordekaiser versus Urgot, Warwick versus Sejuani, Anivia, Oriana, Tristana, Janna versus Kai'Sa, Galio. I feel like this team is very safe. They have a very safe comp,
Yeah,
and it looks really hard for Flow team to actually initiate upon that team.
this team.
Yeah. This, that, who cares? But because
It's
you know your main initiator will be like what, Sejuani, right? That's your main
yeah.
initiator. Galio cannot initiate very well unless you want him to charge in, or because he would have to ult on someone to actually get a big impact. Oriana can ball in or ball onto Sejuani, but Sejuani I think will be your main initiator unless you're really ballsy with Kai'Sa, where if Kai'Sa goes Zonias, she can W in, ult into the team, Galio gets ulted on top of it, and then you can Ori ultimate on top of the Zonia Kai'Sa. I want to see that.
That'd be pretty epic.
Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Like if you see that, you just snipe shoot someone into the enemy team, they all start grouping up. You ult in, you Zonias, Galio comes down, crashing on all 5 of them. That'd be visually amazing.
Be very exciting.
That'd be very exciting in my opinion.
Unfortunately, I don't expect that to happen
I don't know,
because
man.
of
That
how the
sounds
other
like
team is set up.
a dream team, though.
It would be cool, but I'm thinking about how the Anivia and Tristana are going to want to play these lanes out, or after the laning phase is over. Tristana's
Yeah.
going to siege, and Anivia's going to put her ultimate down, zone people away from the towers, and they're just going to slowly siege it away and, you know, take control probably. You know, as long as they can keep vision control in the jungles and get the neutral objectives, which Warwick is very good at neutral objectives securing. Um, I kind of am favoring this team this on this.
I'm a favorite Flow because I want to see that Kai'Sa Galio combo.
Flow is more exciting. I'll give you that, but I'll just have to be the realist on this one.
But when that happens, you know, it has to be like a 40-minute game for her to get Zonias eventually, right?
That's true.
So this game is going to be a scaling game regardless. I feel like it's not.
She can always just buy a stopwatch for the one-time play.
Oh, let's do it. next time I want a team, I'm gonna ask my bot lane to do it if I'm not playing bot lane. I'm like, I want this to happen. I want this magical moment right here to happen. I'm gonna be the ADK. I'm gonna start the fight, okay? And I'm not playing Ashe.
Gotta be the first one in there in a Kai'Sa. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you play enough Earth, you just want to start fights anyways.
Yeah.
Especially when you play Kai'Sa all day. Practice shooting the homing missile, and it's just like, boom, bam, here I go. It's like pressing on Lee Sin Q. You land it, and your body's got to do it.
Yep. It's hard to say no.
It's hard to say no when that happens. You just gotta press the button. Alright, let's see this. Allied support into Janna though, I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be pretty hard for him to get in there.
Yeah. I played a lot of Allied support myself, and it's really tough. It's pretty tough. But you can do it.
It's interesting looking at the teams, though. I'm trying to
Oh,
think.
this
You know,
old Anivia skin.
uh,
Noxus Hunter.
It's terrible.
I love this flash art though. It's amazing.
He's got some thick legs there.
Very thick legs. He's got the little battle plate armor. He's like, I'm coming in. He got horns on his head. I like this high noon Urgot skin though.
It's just so the Warwick took a domination secondary. That's unusual. Typically you would see celerity or water walk.
I love water walking. The best rune in the game, in my opinion.
It's great. And it's funny because it's Warwick's kind of his main runes haven't really changed in probably a year and a half.
So it looks like he got sudden impact for the armor and magic pen and ravenous hunter. So he'll heal more by his abilities. So none of them are even the movement speed one either. And it's
Yeah.
a little odd
yeah,
to pick
if I
Warwick
was-
into that because you need movement speed for Warwick.
Yeah, if I was going through that, I would have gone really centered and taste of blood probably.
Yeah, I would have chosen the one that gave movement speed, and then maybe the one that help gives the zombie wards.
Yeah,
Zombie Wars
that's
is
good as well.
pretty
And
good.
especially in an organized environment like this, you're gonna try to, you're gonna want to try to keep as much vision down as possible. Zombie ward just passively helps out with that.
Yeah, people kind of don't take zombie ward as much nowadays, but it's still really good in my opinion. Definitely benefits on the word score, sure.
Okay, it looks like I don't see any placed. Neither of the junglers placed that are important back.
They're just
into
taking the
red
open
sweeper.
lanes, taking time, just looking
Yeah.
around, like, hey, who's there? Who's not there? You gonna show up? No, you're not gonna show up. That's okay. Mordecai didn't buy any items yet though.
Oh.
So and the minions are already coming. So let's see how this guy does the big brain plays right here. Maybe he'll realize later. But I'm surprised no one on the team paid
he'll-
attention to it.
He'll realize pretty soon.
He's just sitting on that 500 gold. Is this the first game jitter? I'm not too sure.
Oh, interesting. Warwick's starting leashless on his blue. And the bot lane just hanging
Bot
out
lane
in front
gonna
of
pretend
Fake-
to
Yeah.
fake leash right here.
Let's see if they have a specific strategy for this. Maybe they're gonna try to sneak a gank top early. So if
Nice
he just-
harass on the Kaisa right here. Looks like pretty standard routes. Sejuani is about 10 seconds faster about than Warwick at the moment. It looks like Warwick's gonna go for a full clear of this jungle top side. Not even opting to get the red buff, because he did his bronze and buff already. Oh, that was a good flash.
to the bot lane, yeah.
But they're focusing. Oh, they got it! They got it right there. That was a late heal from Snake. But Ryuji Takatsu came in with the last proc off the passive and the beautiful flashing.
Very fast reactions from the Kaisa to get in there and make sure that got finished off.
The taunt hit him just enough though, because they hit the level 2 spike quicker than this team. So, like I said, explosive already on flow. This bot lane is pretty explosive when they get the right setup.
Looks like Warwick's waiting around for the scuttle on the bot side. He's probably going to want to maintain a lot of control there for Dragons.
He's gonna come in when the river is not warded yet. Oh, gonna jump on the Kaisa because the Kaisa does not have flash. Takatsu taking big damage, but looks like it's not enough to kill. Oh, flash is forward for the last auto. Anquish still has his flash. Urgot just, blasting Nutcase away, but still walking away because he knows that Mordecai does tons of damage. Crispy coming up for the gank though, lands the charge, flashes away, and they can't follow it up.
Oh, yeah, I hate to see it. That's going to be their best chance to kill the Mordekaiser early, since he made the mistake of not having items when he showed up to lane. So now he gets to back and make a purchase. Come back with, wow, boots, mana crystal, and amplifying dome.
Ruby crystal, not mana crystal.
Yes.
Ooh, beautiful flash follow Q on the Monte Carlo, but not
Very
gonna
clean.
follow it up.
Nothing left though for damage, but
Yeah,
very clean
nothing left,
knowledge.
but very clean bite from the Warwick. The jaws of the beast does follow you to the end. As we wait for some more things to start happening. So it looks like Warwick got the kill on the Kaisa. And Kaisa didn't get the kill from the first blood because it went on top of Galley with the ignite finish. Nice wall, being a little harassed there.
Warwick completed his jungle item instead of heading for the Tiamat first, so might be
feel like-
looking to get that dragon early.
Yeah, I feel like doing that first is pretty nice to gank with because you get the slow from the smite.
True.
And you know, even if the TMS really good to help clear the farm, you still have a better ganking potential tools with that because you have really nice CC from all the lanes.
Yeah, and right now the meta is very much heavy on the gank side, so
Yeah.
it's a good adaptation to make yourself more flexible in your routes and able to gank already at a moment's notice.
So they do
Warwick's
see the
always gonna be able-
Sejuani.
Looks like Warwick's gonna gank mid here, possibly.
That's a negative, sir.
Yeah.
But they do know he's there, so they do know he's there.
Well, but the information they got on the Sejuani being bought lets him steal away the Raptors.
Get him his old bucket of chicken that Anquish doesn't want to serve him over here with his rodeo skin. But Warwick can solo drag this early, but it doesn't look like he wants to do it.
Yeah, I think they're probably a little bit concerned with the fact that their mid lane is pretty neutral and their bot lane doesn't have priority.
Yeah.
So unless they have good vision of Sejuani being topside, probably shouldn't risk it because he has no escapes over the wall. Blue side. It is one of my favorite things to do on Warwick though.
Solo drag.
Level 4 drag solo.
Well, I think you're good with Shyvana as well, because Shyvana does so much damage to drag early.
Yeah, they finally made her actually a good early drag taker.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's a disconnect from Mordekaiser. We're gonna see a pause here. Yep. Looks like it's gonna reconnect right here, actually. That's pretty fast. Alright, reconnected, resumed.
Back in it already?
Back in it already. They put a pink ward over here on the drag. Warwick's gonna come around and take care of it. Monte Carlo on top of it. Man, it looks like Flow Team's gonna start convening up here, but the bot lane is kind of pushed in. It's gonna be a little hard for it.
Ooh, Warwick's in a bad spot right now.
Warwick's caught between a rock and a hard place right here. He's gonna kind of scream his way out. The Duran shield gets 3, ultimate goes down, and it looks like Warwick's dead right here.
Oh, here comes
Going
the
on top of the Tristana, but no ult to follow up, and Urgot teleports in just to secure the dragon.
Ooh, he might not be happy about that teleport if Mordekaiser is able to get some plates in the top lane.
Shizwani does have smite, so this should be an easy secure. Ooh, just very close. But
Ooh!
Anivia takes the kill, because Anquish doesn't know how much damage Anivia probably outputs very quickly. It looks like Janna will be okay. Pasha does not want to follow that.
They'll have that timer.
Try to steal it.
looks like he was only able to get one plate in top lane, but he's got a fair bit of progress towards the next one.
So Tristan's level 6. She's gonna go in right here. She's gonna kill Snakes on his pride. Ooh, that should be enough to kill. Ignite doesn't go through because the Triumph proc saves her just in time. Snake with the level advantage goes in right away. That's what I was thinking when Snake was level 6. I'm like, is she just gonna go in here and just stomp on this Kaiser real quick?
Take advantage of that level lead.
Level 6 Tristana does so much damage actually with her whole kit. Explosive charge with rocket jump, autos, and then buster shot to finish you off. To push it, even if it doesn't kill you, explosive charge will do it for you. And you hate to see it happen.
Both junglers have just hit 6, so ultimate's coming in for most on the map. Even Galio has actually hit 6
Crispy
now.
is looking in to gank this Sejuani, but I think she also saw Monte Carlo in the river, so she's a little hesitant.
Looks like they want Rift Herald.
Or was gonna clear this pink ward, but propping the Rift Herald because of his against Bammy Cinder. Tristana a little out of place. Duran shield still lands, gets a nice little harassing, but Janna shield does enough, but Janna takes a whole buttload of damage herself.
Looks like we might have a 3v3 with Rift Herald though.
3v3 possibly. Well, let's see. Sejuani might be propping in. Gonna ult. Oh! Did not steal it. Doesn't look like it. Mordekaiser ults the Urgot away as he tries to secure the kill on the Sejuani, but no. Then Soldier's just gonna finish his Urgot here. Well, Urgot flashes away unsuccessfully. And it looks like Anivia has Herald. So they were able to secure the Herald.
They were lucky on that one. It got really low.
Yeah, they got really. It looked like one auto left, and then
Yeah.
both junglers just did smite it correctly. So that's okay. We're gonna get some fat plating for this Anivia right here.
Yeah. It's 2-0 Anivia. She's stacking it up the damage.
Anivia scales really well too.
Yeah, she's gonna be scary because they have a fairly immobile team. Kaisa has her speed and her ultimate.
This doesn't know where Flo is though. They're just kind of a little scared. Like, should we? Oh man, Flo should have just came in anyways, but it's a little hard. Janna is 6 now. So Janna might have just monsooned them away, and that would have ruined their whole plans.
Yeah, it's hard to make things happen now. She's got so much peel.
Yeah. Let's see what this. Galio is leveling up Justice Punch first, though, mastering it first. And that kit looks like it's a mix of Zephyr and Eye of Storm. It's just 1, 2, and 2, which is very odd. But I guess the extra movement speed from Zephyr lets her dodge those Justice Punches from Anguish.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that nowadays, like putting my skill points into multiple skills before maxing one out, but it just doesn't seem that beneficial as much.
The Sejuani's coming down on bot side, it looks like. But
Crispy looks like just gonna
could have a
sit on
counter
this pink
gank.
ward. Tristana's up a little too far ahead, but she looks like she's fine. Crispy's gonna walk away here. Anivia's gonna come up to assist to kind of assist Mordekaiser with the wall, and then take the kill for himself. The fallen one doing a little style with the flash, and just kills him with the ultimate meteor. But Nutcase looks like he was winning the trade no matter what.
Yeah, solid team play though from this gaming. They're moving together, they're fighting together.
Crispy coming in right on top of the Warwick. Warwick has a little level 1 advantage. Trying to position himself right on the blast cone, but gets himself away, so continuing the chase on Crispy.
It looks like he may have been worried about Galio or Kaisa ulting in, but I don't think they probably would have, but it's a safe play. With Dragon coming up, you don't want to risk too much.
Oh, that does make sense now that Kaisa does have ultimate. Her teammates do apply a passive stack. And then she can also get in there right on top of Galio, so.
Alright, well, looks like with people resetting, they'll probably come back, try to get this Dragon.
Well, I think this should just go immediately for this red drag while bot lane back before them, but they don't look like they want to do that. Bit of a shame, bit of a shame.
Yeah,
Could have a little bit.
opportunity.
Yeah, could have had a little bit macro right there. They would have had a beautiful time just getting that 3-man drag while Crispy's like floating around. Cause even Oriana back, so it was really just Sejuani versus the 3 of them if they did that. Anivia opting to choose Rod of Ages first, still attacking the tier, so they're probably gonna finish that second, but she did buy another Fairy Charm just for laning, I assume. I don't know what else this Fairy Charm would build into for Anivia.
I think that builds into her Seraphs.
I think Seraphs only needs tier and the Lost Chapter. So there's no need for other Fairy Charm here, but it looks like a beautiful team fight's gonna happen here. Justice Punch used to get out, Mordekaiser teleports in, Sejuani ults, blocks down Monte Carlo, and looks like they're gonna secure this Infernal Drag while Urgot also TP's in, but a little too late. Oh, Sejuani was so close to stealing it. Heroic just comes in, gets 2, Oriana gets 2, and looks like they're gonna win this team fight, but Mordekaiser is here, fully stacked and doing tons of damage, just walking around the hand there with his ghastly aura. Flash forward from Tristana though. A little bit of a issue choice, but they're all so low. Jumps from Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser still has his shield up. And looks like he's gonna do it. Is he gonna do it? Oh, he doesn't pop it just in time.
Oh, for a second there, it was really looking like Mordekaiser was gonna carry that fight.
Yeah, it looks like Mordekaiser was definitely gonna carry that fight.
I think the Oriana ult really sealed that though. That, and then once Tristana was stuck kind of in the middle of the rest of the team, trying to finish off a kill that she wasn't able to complete.
Yeah, so, Tristana flashed forward to die.
It's a bit tragic.
A little bit tragic. You just hate to see it happen. But she still had ultimate too, so there was a little bit of a misplay on the team fighting. They definitely could have won that. This team could have definitely had the lead right there because they had a great positioning, but Flow team had beautiful ults on different members of the team, isolating them, knocking them off, CCing them from doing any damage, and they were able to output their own damage onto them. And Mordekaiser just really didn't know who to go for in those team fights. He was a little lost.
Yeah.
As everyone started going down around him. Nice shield Duran on Anquish, but that's as much as damage as they can get since he didn't follow up on them. And hold my barrels. Getting the one while running away from Nutcase. He's like, no. Oh, Chrissy lands the beautiful Sejuani ultimate on Fallen One. But Hold My Barrel has to flash out. He's always stuck in a hard place. One ult gets Nutcase, but Urgot goes down again.
Warwick's able to flash out of the Oriana ult and avoid the CC and finish off that kill.
Oh man.
Looks like their prize will be the Rift Herald.
Hold My Barrel with the high noon cape. Skin still getting lassoed over here. Instead of lassoing himself. My gosh. He's supposed to get these people, not the other way around.
Rift Herald secure.
Rift Herald goes to Warwick.
Looks like they may just drop it mid, but I think they already have that turret.
They just drop it again from there, just to have it. Just to secure it. Get the first, no, this is the second turret of the game. They got mid turret for. I didn't even see mid turret go down on their team. That's amazing.
Oh,
I think that was after the team fight. Yeah.
Dragon.
I'm trying to remember. I'm so lost right now.
Sejuani's passive coming in handy there. Airkeeper's the blue smite for being useful.
Here comes Kaisa, lands her sniper, but in! Kaisa, see, look at this combo, but not enough because they just flash away. Oh man, heroic entrance would have been so much more beautiful if Kaisa moved up a little bit more. But the flash in from that kid to get out, you hate to see it happen. That's another 5 minutes, but they can do it again.
Yeah, you see the idea.
The idea is really nice, I will say. It's really beautiful. Anivia kind of trapped in here, but the jungler is also here to back him up as he freezes these chickens and turns them into... Ooh! but stolen from open base. Bottom looks like they're gonna push in. No action here on the top side anymore. Just gonna ward up, look around, see. Ooh, Shield Durant gets on top of Tristana. So much damage on top of her, but it looks like they're gonna kill this Anguish right here. Captain Snake comes in, pokes him down, hits him, and gets a few lucky crits off just to secure the kill.
Wish he's wanting to take that punch back.
Yeah.
Oh, too far.
Here it is.
Oh.
No.
Try to finish it? No.
No. It's a big no.
I was just before that fight. I was looking at the levels, and the bot lane on the on Flow Gaming had a 1 level lead, but now things are evened out. And it was the top side for this gaming is ahead, so it might be something that might turn this the momentum of this game a little bit.
Drag is up in 5 seconds right here. You can hear him scream already onto the rift. Mountain Drake is going to be the soul of the rift today. And looks like
this game.
I don't think Mountain Drake's this good for both teams, in my opinion, because both teams don't really poke as hard, I would say. The only thing they would benefit from would be just having the extra shielding and when team fights start. But
it'll just make Mordekaiser hard to kill.
it just makes everyone a little hard to kill on both sides, so we'll see how that goes. Because both teams have pretty adequate amount of shields. It looks like they're gonna jump in right here, get some nice damage off Kaisa, because Galio cannot just punch through walls. As much as you would think that he could, he can. But Crispy coming down, right on top of the pink ward, it's not warded. If only he would just go right in. But Galio had to position himself very well to follow up. Oh! Tristana just walks into Crispy, gets ulted still! Shield Durant, Monsoon comes in, stops him! The Mordekaiser, oh, Kaisa has to flash away, but still gets ulted by the Mordekaiser. If she's just gonna fight him directly, she could possibly kill him, but not enough. She goes down, Oriana goes down to Warwick, Anivia coming in, picking off the Galio possibly, but Urgot also goes down. Well, it's a tragic game for Urgot, dying every time.
Ooh, 3 for nothing in that play. They pulled the trigger first, but the Tristana was just able to buy so much space with her E and flash.
Yeah, Tristana's rocket jump is, I feel like it's dumber than Ezreal's built-in blink, because you can buffer Tristana jump so hard. Because even though Sejuani, you know, she froze her, but still Tristana buffered the jump to get away while frozen. Like, it was amazing. And then the follow-up Monsoon from Mekit to disengage the whole fight. What is her ult in directly right in between the middle of the triangle where Kaisa had to flash away, but Mordekaiser still flashes and, you know, flashes and ults her and she still can't get away.
Ooh, and Mordekaiser's finished his Rylai's too, so now he's going to be even harder to get away from.
Rylai's upgraded boots, you can't run away from this man. Just gonna walk over that pink ward though, but the pink ward is mispositioned onto Baron instead, so he's just gonna get that one. The little trick of trying to put the Baron ward behind, the pink ward behind Baron's head, but you just have to position your camera enough. He's like, I don't know how to get this, but you know, you just gotta position your camera enough to like get the little angle, and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you could change your camera angle? That'd be pretty nuts. That'd be a little nauseous, actually. Like, it'd be a little nauseous. Like, can you imagine looking from top side, from bottom down, like looking at the bottom side, like, oh, this is weird.
I think things would get pretty confusing, especially you control somebody and just like flip their camera around.
Yeah, I don't think you could be able to change their camera, but they can change their camera and just kind of keep better angles, but still. There's no real benefit to changing angles.
No.
Alright, looks like just gonna clear top side ward. Kaisa's gonna back. I think they see it possibly. The first like second the ward kind of sees it. Yeah, they got the little sightseeing spore anyways.
Urgot's up clearing top wave. Someone's gonna have to answer bot wave for too long. It's gonna start pushing in as well.
Gallia's gonna choose to back as the whole team's still around. Monte Carlo goes in, follows up beautifully on the Urgot, but Mordekaiser is a little caught, but still here. Field Duran goes on. Tristana getting focused, but jumps away. And Warwick is still in the middle of fighting as he fights on himself. And Hero Justice lands just on the Warwick and he gets shut down by Sejuani. Monsoon helping a little bit with the zoning, but
Seemed like Warwick
picks it up.
really wanted that fight, but the Mordekaiser was not uninterested after he
Mordekaiser and Nimby had all ideas. Fallen one, maybe a little miscommunication on this team's part, but that case in Fallen could have definitely probably killed the Urgot sooner than later.
Yeah, I think once the Urgot ultimate hit Mordekaiser, in that case, he was ready to get out of there, at least wait that one out. But right then, that was when Warwick really went in deep. So just a little bit of unfortunate timing there.
And Warwick also flashed though too, so he is down to flash.
He is fortunately back up for this dragon, so you know they're not losing out on a major objective or anything. So all in all, not a very impactful team fight.
The shutdown does go to Sejuani, so Sejuani can catch up a little bit. She did buy Adaptive Helm. Interesting buy.
Interesting. Yeah, you usually use Warmog second.
Adaptive Helm could be used for, Mordekaiser pass through. Gets the catch on to Anguish. Ultimate gets 2 from Oriana. Ultimate follows up on Anguish just to secure the kill. A little bit overkill, but needed because the India wall was more than enough to get through there. Like I said, you can't punch through the wall, so there's no way Gary can get out besides flashing. And his flash was not up yet.
Yeah, and here you see the zoning control of Anivia. She's able to just block off a pass through the jungle.
Yeah, India wall is really one of the most annoying spells in the game later on, where it gets bigger and bigger. Where it literally blocks half the lane. It's really tough. It's really tough to kind of work against the wall, because a lot of the people on Flo's team cannot go through the wall. Oriana can't go through it. Urgot can kind of go through it. Can he dash through walls?
No, he can't.
So he can't dash through walls. Galio can't dash through walls. Only Sejuani can dash through walls, and
Kaisa ultimate over.
Kaisa ultimate has to ult over to get over it. So not anyone can really go over the Nivea wall. So once he puts it down and separates the team enough, who's gonna go over there? No one.
This is bold.
And they drop it immediately.
Yeah, they just
punch to get out.
Wonder why you'd even bother starting it with that. You just took some damage for free.
Warwick still has only tier 1 boots at 26 minutes in the game. He really does not like movement speed items. Or runes, for that matter. This is just a really slow Warwick. He's putting in work.
His W does do a lot of good for him. He's still able to close the gap very well with that. So
Yeah.
probably just not feeling like he's slow.
Ultimate goes out. Urgot can possibly follow, but instead gets Urgot. Urgot gets ulted into oblivion. Kaisa comes up with a follow, but has to flash away still. Tristana goes around top of her, does enough damage where she might die right here. Hero Justice goes still on top of Tristana, only one person. Anivia ults 2 people and able to follow off this kill. Mordekaiser ults in, gets the Oriana to get out of the fight as if they try to kill the 2 tanks. Oh, Justice Punch gets interrupted by the jump. Ultrasonic comes in. Urgot, for once, is the only one that gets out. But usually the first one to die. That was a beautiful team fight from this. They threw everything onto the Warwick, which I thought was a little bit of a mistake, but they had to get a kill somehow.
Yeah, Warwick, Sejuani ult caught Anivia at the beginning of the fight, but
yeah, and they couldn't
dove in and took the rest of it.
Well, it was Sejuani, it was Anivia and Warwick right next to each other. Sejuani ults Anivia, and then Urgot throws Warwick into the team.
Yeah, and then
Oriana
everybody
still
focused him
chooses
so
the
hard.
ultimate. Yeah, Oriana still chooses the just the one Warwick though, which is a little sad. Because Oriana still had ultimate during the rest of that team fight. She definitely could have cleaned it up. But Kaisa was pretty ballsy to ult in right close to the team, and then has to flash out immediately, while Tristana jumped on top of her to finish her off before Galio could come in and assist her.
There's a fat wave
Or
top
against
lane
him.
for somebody. They're gonna have to clear that pretty soon, or it's gonna start hitting that tower.
And it doesn't look like anyone wants it.
And
Sejuani
Sejuani
wants it.
going up there. Yeah, junglers always want those waves, man. Our jungle XP isn't good enough anymore.
It's not. It's really not.
Oh, might be caught here.
Right here, it's a good catch. Sheila Duran goes in, but they might be able to. Nope. Warwick comes in from the flank though. Secures the kill on the Galio. Nutcase takes it from Anguish. Anguish has died 6 times this game. He's died a lot so far.
I was a little worried for Tristana jumping in that far, but in the end it worked out. Warwick coming from the other side.
Looks like they're gonna start this Baron here. Anivia's gonna zone off 3 people by herself. Gets ulted though. Kaisa can come in, finish it, gets the egg, and kills Fallen One with the shutdown. 300 gold. Team is unsure as what to do, but both teams could definitely secure the Baron here with Kaisa.
Baron's still leashed.
Oh, Mordekaiser gets 2 with the pull. Old Kaisa away, dies to Kaisa, but Tristana comes in to clean it up right here. Can she jump again? No. Gets interrupted by heroic entrance. Gets ulted by Shield Duran. Gets punched in. Galio's just gonna sacrifice himself to get Crispy out of there. But Crispy might die to these super minions instead.
Mordekaiser missed the opportunity to secure that Baron. It's the typical move would be for Mordekaiser to ult the jungle. But he chose to ult the Kaisa instead. It worked out for them, but it was a pretty close 1v1.
Fallen One TP's in just to zone out the potential snipe steal that Crispy could have. And then they rush towards Dragon to get the Mountain Soul. Pretty big moment here for this team.
If they get this, then I think this is probably going to be a little bit too much to come back from without...
I don't know if Flow Team can follow up though. They already started it. They're already at the entrance of their base. And the Nivea's there. Again, the blue buff, they get the soul. Look at all those beautiful shields they got. Man, that's a lot of shields.
Let's see how they decide to close this one out. Are they going to try to just ARAM it down mid, or are they going to move towards one of their side lanes and go through where there's still an inhibitor remaining? There's only one Nexus turret up, so
Kaisa did get QSS. Now she has QSS from Mordekaiser. Oh man, this skin's so beautiful visually. Look at this Urgot skin. Looks like they're just gonna run it down mid. Always. It's like instinct at this point when you play Leap, right? Even if the Nexus is down, even if the inhibitor's down in mid lane, it's just like, just run it down. Who cares about these other lanes? Mid lane's the only one that really matters.
Yeah, just gonna brute force it down mid, it looks like.
Nivea's come in with the super minions, but Nivea's gonna bring it down here to the bot side. It's hard for Flow Team to come back. 22 to 11.
The Ocean Soul just
Nice wall to get the siege in on one side. They warp themselves onto the other. Get this pink forward to deny vision. Alright, we're gonna do another wall here. The tower goes down from the Baron up super cannon. 2 cannons now. I got just sitting here in the front, gets stunned, CC down, has to flash away. Warwick gets Sejuani ulted, but he's just gonna roar at the sky, so he got ult away instead. Oriana had a beautiful opportunity to ult right there. Mordekaiser goes back in. Sejuani has to stopwatch right here, and then goes down. Galio gets interrupted from his ult, so he can't complete it. The hero entrance gets cancelled out instead. Mordekaiser gets his redemption onto the Kaiser, interrupts the Justice Punch. Galio has to flash away. Urgot comes in and going to get down right here by the Janus Zephyr. And it looks like game 1 goes to this team. As they kill the Oriana here, maybe? No, the game ends before that. Man.
They close it out, but they were some interesting ults there at the end. Looked
Very
like
interesting
everybody was just
ult.
throwing them all out.
Galio got interrupted for his heroic entrance, so that would have been really great to stall out for the other team to get away, but that's not enough.
Yeah, you can see Mordekaiser had one thing in mind, and that was ulting Kaisa and getting her out of every fight, and it worked.
Anivia and Mordekaiser did pretty much similar damage, almost equal to each other. Tristana with the lead. Janet almost doing more damage than the Sejuani here, but Oriana did the most damage, obviously. She had a beautiful ult opportunity there too. Oh my god, that shockwave would have been beautiful. It was right there. The ball was right there on top of 4 other members, but it looks like Oriana didn't see it and didn't pull the trigger enough.
Yeah, just a missed opportunity right there. But it's overall though pretty clean closeout once they got everything by this gaming. They were able to. They had a lot of side lane control throughout that game, so that their minion wave was ready for them once they got the Baron. Um, had a few stumbles along the way, but not too shabby.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna look at this Twitch chat right here. I feel like Sejuani is a little hard to play nowadays. She's not as good as she was before. And Olivia is pretty fat where she just walks up to them and they can't really do much about it. Anivia had a pretty big lead. Tristana had a pretty big lead. Mordekaiser had a good lead. Almost all their team had a really good lead, essentially. The item advantages was also really big, considering Urgot only had 2 complete items with boots, while Mordekaiser had 3 complete items with boots.
Yeah, and Mordekaiser's just so strong right now in the meta. It's very difficult uh to deal with him. You know, if you don't have multiple people on him, there's not really one champion who goes up to get Mordekaiser and just beats him in a fight. Um, so it's difficult. You know, get letting. I don't think that pick is probably going to get through in the next one. Um,
Mhm.
but it kind of remains to be seen. You know, will they worry about the Anivia or Tristana, maybe the Janna?
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna take a little bit of a 5-minute break here while we get the second lobby up and running, get the pro draft running, and get the teams give a little pep talk to each other, see what to do for the next games, and get the next games ready. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Over the break, the two teams already did their pro draft links. We're going to jump right in. So, Flow team is blue side, and this team is now red side. Now, Anivia banned right away from Flow with the Darius. Anivia already making such an impact on them, they had to ban it first. And similar bans from this team for both Gameplay Pike. Mordekaiser banned because they don't want to deal with the Mordekaiser anymore from Nutcase. Nutcase proved a pretty good show on Mordekaiser. And Nautilus ban. That was the same one from last game, but they banned it second round instead of the first round.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I guess this is strategy.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So there's gonna be some very interesting team comps on both sides here. So the pick order for Flow was Alistar, Trundle, Ezreal, then Cannon, Lissandra. For this team, they picked Janna, Tristana, Warwick, and second round Garen, Akali. So this team banned Trundle last game, and they let Trundle go through this game. It's just a very interesting comp for this team as opposed to Flow's team. Flow's team looks like a really nice comp in my opinion.
Yeah, and the choices from this team of picking a Warwick and a Garen after the Trundle was picked, it's a little bit odd, you know. It's both of them are. I guess he's comfortable with the Warwick, and Warwick's not terrible, not terrible in most situations, but Trundle can make Garen and Warwick pretty squishy with his ultimate.
Well, with the way that you build Garen now, is like what Triforce into Phantom Dancer sometimes even. So are we gonna see a tanky Garen? Or are we just gonna see damage Garen?
It's true that that might be a more damage focused build, um, which would make it less egregious.
You still have the Janna to peel, but I don't really like this team comp at all that much.
They really
I
have
feel
no
like
way to start a fight if they want to, other than
yeah,
Warwick ult.
I feel like Garen and Akali are a bit misplaced.
Well, it's interesting. They're strong champions, but they're gonna really struggle to get into this team with the crowd control and the AOE damage that the solo laners are bringing.
Yeah, Cannon ult, Lissandra CC, Alistar CC. Ezreal I feel like could have been a better AD carry, but Ezreal with Iceborne is alright.
Yeah, I was happy with the Kaisa from last game. I'm not sure. I guess they just weren't happy with the lane matchup maybe.
Yeah, they weren't.
But in team fights, it was pretty effective. It just got ulted by the Mordekaiser every time.
Yeah. So what I think a different AD carry I would rather see would probably be like Ashe. Ashe Alistar. Would have helped the team out even more with Ashe, I feel like. Or even Varus Alistar. But you know, Tristana Janna versus Ezreal Alistar. Let's see how that lane goes. They might
Well, generally, I think typically I would go with the teams that have I guess, the initiative advantage. And in that case, it's the blue team in this time. So I think Flow Gaming might be in a better position this time because last time that both teams had some initiative, but this team had the Anivia and
Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser to really stifle, engage, and team fights from the other side. Whereas this time, they've got a lot less engage on themselves and a lot less wave clear and crowd control.
Yeah, they're really depending on this Janna to peel away the whole team on the other side, essentially.
Yeah,
Because once
and Jaina doesn't have much crowd control that'll help with Lissandra, really. Unless
So
she
Sandra can
pulls
just
her
get in
way.
there under tornado and
Mhm.
under the monsoon. And she pulls away as long as the claw comes in behind them. She can teleport back to the claw. So it's really hard to peel Sandra a little bit. Alistar can peel to be. I think. You think Anglish brought Hex Flash too?
That will be interesting. I mean, it's not uncommon on Alistair.
I want
And
to see
it's
this Hex
something
Flash.
if it's put to use, then I, I like to see it. But so often it just isn't put to use. But it's great if you set it up right, use it for some surprise jumps out of a bush.
I want to see what Ruin and Cannon took. Did he take Omni Stone? Did he take Hex Flash? Hex Flash on Cannon? That can work. It can work.
I
It can
think
work.
it's a little more likely that he probably just is going to build a proto belt, but that would be exciting if he manages to make a play with Hex Slash.
I mean, all he has to do is flank, Hex Flash in, Proto Belt, charge in, ult. But I have not seen a Trundle Jungle in a while. So let's see how money.
He farms really well, especially if he ends up going with a Tiamat. So it'll be interesting. He may end up with just a fairly significant lead just off of being able to cycle his camps faster.
Yeah, Crispy is very comfortable on the Trundle Jungle, so hopefully we'll see a great experience Trundle Jungle in this game. And Warwick, Colin. All right. Let's load into change the skins on both sides besides the Warwick with Fire Fang still.
The Mecha Kingdom's Garen, repping the newest Garen skin.
I'm not a big fan of that skin. I hate it.
I think the Prestige Edition looks pretty good. I haven't actually seen the Mecha Kingdoms in game.
Just Garen himself is. I don't see myself ever playing that champion, so I'm like, no thanks. I do like the Mecha Kingdom set, Mecha Kingdom Draven, and Mecha Kingdom Leona. I got only Draven Leona set, so I don't have the Leona one yet. Cause that's because I have the barbecue Leona and I like my hot dog skewer.
Yeah. It's good to be realistic about whether or not you'll even use the skin before you spend money on it.
Yeah, I don't like the true damage set where I just bought it immediately.
So that's interesting. So we have a aftershock on Trundle. That is not something I have seen before.
You can proc it off the pillar knockup, right?
Right, it's fairly easy to proc, but it's just so unusual when he procs press the attack really well, and he does conquer is very good for him as well. So I think this is something where if he finds himself in situations where he's fighting Garen and Warwick, he's just gonna lose out. Both of them have conquer, and normally he would have a decent advantage, but unless his ult is up and unless he's built some damage, then he's just not gonna have enough kill threat.
And it's the same runes for Warwick. Still no water walking, no bounty hunter. It's just the same runes essentially. Besides going past the attack, he goes conqueror.
I guess that's his preferred route.
I love the 3 beads on the Garen.
Yeah.
Cannon finally starting. Well, Nutcase finally starting with items as opposed to the last game where he started without items.
Yep, and Trundle is starting with refillable and not the not a bead, so he's probably not going to be rushing a Tiamat. I expect he'll probably go straight into a Bomby Cinder, or the jungle item into Bomby Cinder, Cinderhulk. Try to get that as quick as possible.
Especially with his run setup, right? Aftershock, he wants to go tank.
Yeah, he just wants to be a beefy boy.
Join the club. If you want me to hit you less,
But Akali starting with Darksteel. Nice.
That's bold.
That's really bold. I guess the last game Akali Well, Fallen One's pretty confident in going into open base. Just has no fear
Yeah,
in this matchup.
I feel like this matchup is going to be a lot harder for him to get a good advantage in, though.
Mekka coming in with a little bit of poke, but taking tons of damage herself. Already almost half health here.
Yeah, she targeted the Alistair and not the Ezreal, which was interesting.
Pretty bold, pretty bold. Cannon did go electrocute instead of Omnistone, and Omnistone helps him out the most. Oh, Alistar did not choose to go Hex Flash. He got Biscuits and Cosmic Insight.
Tragic.
For shame, for shame. Is Shuttle looking to gank here? Just looking to go
Looking
into
to
the
get some-
enemy jungle instead?
Get some deep vision. They might
He's
try to start a
level
fart.
2 though.
Oh,
Can Warwick
this
follow up
is-
right here? He's level 3, so he can definitely do it. Warwick is just gonna slow walk at him menacingly.
Trundle was even low in mana.
I know.
I'm not sure
Nice.
what the plan was.
Nice harassing her from Fallen, but also taking some herself.
Good response there from open base, stunning before the E landed, or the E completed.
I like this kind of skin. Bloodmoon Cannon's a nice visual.
It is. It's very,
Very
the
nice visual.
abilities are clear.
Now Warwick is gonna come in and harass himself. Oh, he stole it with Smite.
Oh,
Come on,
no.
Crispy, you could do better than that. But he does have the level advantage, so I can't really knock him for it, you know.
Warwick really should go in there, man. Crispy's really just 0 mana right now.
Yeah.
He's level
Like,
2,
no
0
mana.
mana. He's got Aftershock, you know.
Like, what is he gonna? He can't proc it if he was level 2, so it's like, what is he gonna do?
Yeah.
He's just gonna steal the Scuttle and kind of deprive Trundle from doing anything, really. I mean, Trundle going Machete, he doesn't really get mana back. So without blue buff, it's really hard for him to just clear these waves through the jungle camps quickly. He's just struggling. Look at this guy. Just whacking away with his little pipe.
Some impressive last hitting up from Nutcase up in the top lane. He's ahead in farm
Yeah,
just a little bit.
against a range, right? And he's
Range
the waves into
power.
him, so he has more minions on his side than the other. Just Cannon's just so focused on harassing Garen, but Garen has 3 Rejuve beads. Like, he's just gonna bring it all back up.
Yeah, and it's not Klepto Kinnan, so he's not gaining a whole lot of from this.
Well, you can't run Klepto anymore, so.
Right, but it's the playstyle maybe is stuck in Hold My Barrel's brain.
The playstyle is the same, right? That's why I was like, is he gonna go Omnistone? Because that's as close as that playstyle as you can get.
Yep.
And they are gonna buff Omnistone, and this is also pre-nerf Akali, where if you hit her in the shroud, she shows up. Ooh, nice dodge. But unnecessary. Like, comes in up here, harasses, gets the stun, can't follow it up. Cannon taking a third shot for free. Cannon just
Warwick's got a nice jungle farm lead in the jungle, 32 to 18.
I don't know how the creep score works for jungle. Like, I don't know how it scales.
So it's 4 creep score per camp.
Oh, okay.
It looks like he may be starting Dragon now. So basically, so he's completed more than a full clear of his jungle, whereas Trundle has yet to complete a full clear. He hasn't even hit his Raptors yet.
Alright, this looks like an easy secure here, unless Trundle's gonna flash, bite smite. Oh, that was a little bit of a misspite, but they still secure it pretty easily.
Looked like he misjudged how much damage his Q was gonna do there.
Yeah. This team, Flow team just had no pressure from the lanes to come help immediately.
Oh, Warwick
They're
finishes
both
the
pushing.
Tiamat first this time. I like that.
Okay.
He's got a farm advantage, build on it. You go back with that much gold. might as
Ezreal's
well.
gonna choose to back here instead? So they see Ezreal's not there. Anquil just walks up for some reason.
Oh, really?
Tank goes down. Really odd flash from Anguish. But that was a weird choice for
Yeah.
reason to back when Anguish still wants to go up for stuff.
Yeah, it looks like he just he thought the other team had backed, so he greeted for a last hit, and
Yeah.
he paid for it. You know, 30 gold ain't worth it.
Yeah, the lane was kind of pushed into this, but it wasn't pushing all the way, so really weird choices. I guess Ezreal just wanted to back for tier right away to start stacking it immediately. Spacing out for the explosive charge so they can get this play. Did they get it?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Well,
they
maybe
didn't
they
get
did. They got it, but I think Tristana jumped out of range when it
Yeah,
popped.
I think they got the plate. Yeah, but I think they're both out of range when it popped. So
Yeah, she was eager to get out of there, but she really wasn't in that much danger.
yeah, man, this game just taking everything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, neither top laner has backed yet, so they're really just
You
playing the
see the
long
Warwick
haul.
top side with ultimate already. Trundle's still level 4. Monte Carlo level 6. 2 level advantage so far right now. Crispy just hit level 5. Monte Carlo coming into this jungle side to see what he can do. He sees the Warwick.
Yeah,
And
that blue buff is spawning that he stole, so he should have the timer for it, and ideally he should be putting a lot of pressure on right now. But it looks like he's just gonna go to his own blue buff. Bit of a missed
Warwick's just
opportunity.
he menacingly. Ultimate goes down on the cannons. The cannon fights up here, trying to weave through the minions. But Gant's just gonna come up here with this Conqueror. Looks like he might go down here. Oh! Lands the Flash Q ultimate. Justifies this cannon to death right here.
Yeah, he got the Kinnan on the wrong side of the wave and was able to just chase him down with his E.
Yeah, Cannon's
the Conqueror.
position going towards Gant's turret was a bit interesting.
Garen might want to
But-
get out of there before Kinnan teleports back in, though.
Is he just gonna
Coming in
follow
with a
up here?
gunblade. Coming in with a
He's
revolver.
gonna run away as easy with Decisive Strike, using that movement speed buff. He's just gonna come back in. Work his teleport, 'cause that's the first back for both laners.
Oh,
Lissandra
Lissandra's
coming in.
Works here,
Doesn't
though.
follow through. Anguish a little caught out. CC's the. Oh! Nice! There's so much CC happening on the work, but he heals it back with the monsters. Garen teleports down instead, knowing he has the teleport advantage. He might kill right here. Akali comes down, but not enough to kill. Anguish with the ignite. Akali ults in, but ults right back out. I mean, E's back out. Shuriken flips back out. They tried to kill the Warwick, but Warwick just takes a little bite, screams at him, and just walks away. The flashing gaze from Tristana! The stun just right outside the turret range. She was just right there, just the tip. Oh man, she did get a turret shot. If she went just a little pixel bit ahead, she would have gotten more turret shots on top of her, and that would have secured the kill onto Snake. But now open base has no mana, so what? She can't really defend this.
It looked like Capitan Snake was going for an insect there, but
Yeah.
he flashed on him, and it looked like the E went off at just the right time to push Ryuji back into the turret instead of out. Would have definitely killed him if he had not been able to get back underneath that turret.
Yeah, the Arcane Shift buffer is real strong with Ezreal. They both have really good buffers on both their escape abilities. So it's a battle of who presses what, when, where, and why.
Trundle gets his blue buff. I think he assumed that Warwick had taken it earlier.
Drag
but
is
I'm
up
sure
now,
he's
though.
happy to have found it. Dragon, yeah, Dragon coming up. Red side has all of the vision. So this gaming is in a good spot, but it looks like Flo is collapsing first, though.
Cassandra's here, Akali back, Tristana's still on her way, so it's 4 of them already on the river from Flow Team. This team still trying to respond here. They see them, but they still don't want to go in. Akali is still far, far away. They start the drag, Garen tries to do some harass up here. The focus is on this dragon right here. Are they going to do anything? It looks like no, they're going to give up the Cloud Drake for 10% ult CDR right here to the other team, which is very beneficial for Ken and Lissandra. And Trundle.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think the whole team is pretty happy with the Cloud Drake there.
Ezreal doesn't really matter, just him getting his ult up faster. But it's a little skirmish here with each other. Trundle is trapped, but flashes away. The only way he can get out from there. Can you imagine if they put a blast gun in the dragon pit?
Oh no, that's the last. More ways to troll our junglers.
You just blast cone into the dragon pit, they blast cone you back out. That'd be so funny.
It would be entertaining.
Very
Well, it looks like
entertaining.
Warwick doing a little counter jungling, stole the Raptors away. With his Tiamat completed, he can wipe those out really quickly.
Probably chose to get electrocuted this game and proccing it pretty well this game so far. 193 damage already on electrocuted. Trundle still hasn't had any damage with Aftershock so far, so very interesting.
Yeah, I think he's mostly procced it and run away. So.
And he also went Demolished, so he really needs to gank to use that Demolish.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's been pretty far behind, so he hasn't spent much time in lanes. I think a couple of times he's gone for something. Warwick has been there as well.
Ooh, nice head pull Bulverize on both of them. Decides to stun the Tristana instead of the Janna, who's already had help from that exchange, and then has to walk away. Tristana being fearless, going around top of the Alistar because Akali comes up right behind him. Ooh, too late of an ult, but they can still get the Akali here. Akali might go down. Fallen one trying to use the Shroud for invisible, but still goes down.
Trundle will be happy to get a little bit more gold to come back into this, but I think you might have wanted that onto one of your carries.
Zephyr goes on top of Ezreal. Ooh, Tristana really wanted to jump in on there.
Looks like Warwick started up the Rift Herald while all that was going down.
Trundle's still around, getting scuttled, might come back down. Lysandra finally back. But they're not gonna do anything here. Damn, this Janna just taking all of the skill shots from Ryuji here.
It has not been Mikit's few minutes. She missed the Alistar on his engage there with the predicted tornado.
Yeah.
And then
that was a great engage from Alistar, but Ezreal just was too far away to follow that up to actually secure any kill.
I think they needed to pick their target selection a little more carefully. I think Alistar, if he'd saved his stun for Janna, he could have interrupted her ultimate.
Her Monsoon, yeah. They wouldn't have healed up so much. Alright, so they do see that Trundle is bot side on the Raptors.
Still no turrets have fallen in this game though. Though I expect probably bot lane will be going down pretty soon with Tristana. She's at the point now where she can throw a bomb on it and knock a quarter of itself off.
Looks like they're gonna converge right here onto the river. Fallen one already getting the beautiful gank on the Trundle. Aftershock finally procs with the flash ultimate from Warwick. It looks like it got kind of interrupted. Pulverize goes down onto the Monte Carlo, but Monte Carlo doesn't do anything. Fallen one harassing Lysandra, but Lysandra just walks away. So flash wasted for Monte Carlo, trying to secure that kill, but to no avail. Just gonna clear some wards, get some vision out of the way. Garen just doing his jungle escapades. Trying to kill this, trying to flashes on top of the Conqueror procs, but can he kill? No, it doesn't look like he's just gonna 2v1 right here. 3v1 right here. What is he gonna do? Oh, kills Lysandra with justice. Akali comes in. Second ultimate onto the Warwick. Trundle goes down. Man, this Garen is so brave. The flash from Fallen One? Interesting. Interesting. That was I think Akali wanted Kennen to be a little bit closer to him. Ooh, nice ultimate to get the Warwick down. And so they're gonna give everything up here just to secure the kill on Kennen.
Warwick
As
smoked
Harold
to
finishes
slow him
it.
and just really didn't do anything with it. Just drew toward aggro and stood there and got stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an
Shelly,
entertaining sequence of events right there.
get the second proc. They might be able to get this turret. No, they're not gonna be able to get it. Flow team doing drag. Trundle is here. Nice tornado. Tristana showing no fear. Gets headbutt pulverize combo. They're gonna switch everything onto the Tristana. Tristana half health. Alistar pops ult just to get in. Tristana is so low but still lives. Monsoon comes in to heal her back up. Cannon teleports down here to secure it.
Warwick's
Cannon
almost
secure
there.
it! Oh no!
Gets
With
it!
the ultimate on the way in! Lysandra goes down! Trundle has to flash out. Ezreal goes back down. Tristana jumps back in.
Is this an oh? It's not an ace, but what a play by Warwick! Hits the smite mid-air ultimate. That's impressive.
Hits a smite mid ultimate. That was amazing. Ezreal goes down. Lysandra goes down. Cannon goes down. And I think Garen had the TP from bot lane to walk up in there, while Cannon had a little bit of range TP right in the pit.
Yeah.
But Cannon didn't have ult, right? No, he didn't. His ult's still up.
No ult. So unfortunately for the Flow Gaming here, I think they just didn't have enough damage to burst that Drake down before Warwick got there. The whole team was able to collapse on him. It was one of those things where it looked like they were split between, you know, poking a little bit and finishing it off, but just really don't have a whole lot of DPS on any one particular person.
Yeah, Ezreal's not at that point where he does have DPS. He still hasn't completed one item yet. And it's 18 minutes. Wow. Wow. It's 18 minutes. He still hasn't finished an item yet. Tristana finished her IE already. And up so much CS, actually. Let me see this.
Wow, and look at Garen though. Triforce and Phantom Dancer.
That's what I'm
He's feeling
saying.
it.
That's what I'm saying. He's feeling it. Cannon going for jungle second.
Some really, you know, just good smart picks in the top lane for the Nutcase.
Kai just going in. The stun to under turret because of the stopwatch from Cannon. Oh! A little bit of a misplay from Fallen, but great plays by Hold My Barrel with the stopwatch, able to secure the kill and get out of there while they take the turret.
Fallen One just had to go. Fallen for One just had to go for the outplay there.
Yeah, Fallen One was feeling himself as usual. With the Dark Shield still on him. He just wants to get a stack, man. He's counting for it. That's interesting. I never thought about using that play. You ult in, do one ult first, then shuriken back to get the proc, then go back in and ult again. Like that's such. I never use it like that, to be honest. In that sequence, and I play Akali a lot. It's always interesting to see how other people play champions.
Oh yeah. Wow, noticing here, Warwick is ahead of everyone on the blue team in CS right now. He's farming up a storm, but he's been able to stay really relevant. That early Tiamat really makes this jungle clear a breeze. That and stealing the a lot of Trundle's jungle has probably helped him out a lot.
They're gonna collapse right here. Oh, Zoe is just finished. For Kennen, they just sat in his Maelstrom anyways because they know they can't really die to Kennen. They have no fear for these spells at all. No, this is Garen. Gonna get pulverized. Flashes away. Anquish not being able to capitalize on that right away. Janet's gonna walk in towards Flow Team. Gonna collapse here as he does get ulted from both Trundle and Lysandra together. Bit of an overkill, but
yeah, for just the Janna.
They see the Garen here, stun him, lock him down, push him away. Garen is gonna be like, I'm just gonna kill this Ezreal then. Oh,
nearly
injustice almost was enough, but he is just. You can push him into the Trundle.
He knows he's gotta get away the other direction. Ezreal ults goes in the wrong direction, but Sonic comes in, might be able to clean up here. Cleans up the Ryuji. Snake comes in, ult,
The
tosses
assassin
away,
Tristana.
jumps away. Aichi's just gonna come in, take it, and bounce.
Oh, you know Ezreal's upset about that one. Assassin
Classic.
Tristana comes in behind the team,
The
blows him up and runs
classic.
away.
You can't dodge it, you know. You can't. You can't arcane shift the ult. Like, what are you gonna do? The target ability. It's not a skill shot.
Yep. Oh, the double pink ward on the dragon. They really
Oh,
want.
Mountain Drake again, back to back. Interesting. Mountain Drake for both teams. Really great for Garen too. So he just has free poke on the way in and gets him on the way out.
It is. It really is going to help make him even more difficult to deal with.
Even though this team has an odd composition, they're making it work, especially with the Garen being 6-1.
Yeah, Garen just has so much pressure in the side lanes. You know, they just sent 3 people after him, and didn't come out with a kill. Ended up losing somebody in the exchange, blowing flashes and ultimates all around. So it's really getting to the point where they're not going to be able to deal with this guy until Trundle is really, you know, beefed up a lot. Maybe a level 2 ultimate from Trundle, and you know, with some actual damage from the Ezreal, maybe they'll be able to take him down. But I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Did Ezreal finally buy an item? No, Ezreal's gonna opt for Triforce instead of
Well,
Iceborne?
He's got his Miramana, but I don't know.
Triforce is so expensive though.
Triforce is a pretty greedy option right here. And the Iceborne would be such a good into Warwick and Garen. You know, you kite them so much easier if you take the Triforce or the Iceborne.
That's just, I don't know, that's so interesting. I guess he's confident enough to not have the Iceborne because I guess he needs the damage because he's going to be the only major DPS part of the team, so he needs to go Triforce. To best utilize Ezreal's hit 4 damage. That ult goes in, doesn't look like it hits anybody.
I thought maybe he was trying to ult the wave, but there wasn't much wave there, and they were pushed under turrets, so I'm not sure. I guess just getting out to poke a little bit, but didn't do much
Nice
damage.
poke onto the Tristana, but Kali going top side just to push it in. Garen going bot side to push it in. So flash ultimate from Barrel, but gets knocked up, and they just disengage for free. Killer goes
But look
down.
at the side lanes. They've got a Kali at the inhibitor.
Now Tristana, even though she has like 0 health, pushed in pretty beautifully. Knock up on the Tristana. She gets out and rocket jump. Warwick just living for as long as he can before he goes down. And they get the 1 kill. But they still can't push in at all.
Yeah, while that was going down, they had both top and bot lane pushed in hard. A whole wave of minions ran into the top inhibitor turret, and Garen was able to get the tier 2 in bot lane. He may have overstayed now.
Akali just finds Ezreal right there while recalling and lands everything on top of him. That was a beautiful execution. Follow on with the plays. The nutcase with the plays. Laying down justice on a Calvin base.
The nutcase is really, really putting a punishment on this team, man.
Open base still has stopwatch too, so he could have stopwatched.
Yeah, he was pretty close to half health, so I'm thinking he probably just didn't think he was in danger.
The only objective that is up, after all. Christy is around. I think Christy knows. Trundle just, I mean, the nutcase just 1v2 down here, distracting. Nutcase has, I mean, Christy has to leave. Baron is gonna go down to Ezreal hitting not even the minions on his end.
Yeah,
Kali was just zoning him out because he knows. Christy knows.
Crispy's
is he
got
gonna
one
go for
mission.
it? Is he gonna go for it?
That's when they should go
Does
in.
he know? Oh, he just holds it out!
Oh,
Let's secure it right here. That was all blind too. What was he gonna shut him down there?
it's good instincts by Crispy, but really there's not much he could do.
Not much he could do at all. Oh, whoa. Knight's Vow? On the Trundle?
Yeah, it's actually I haven't played Trundle in a while, but
Is that what you go now?
it was last time I played. That was what you went. It just procs so easily with his ultimate, and he gets so much out of it. But Trundle's pretty much, yeah, he's not exactly a meta jungler anymore, so not something you see very often.
I don't think ultimate goes down on Tristana. Not ultimate. This snare goes down, but she buffers
Or
his
cast a
way.
flash. A little awkward positioning there, trying to rotate to bot, but
Drag is up for Soul, so Kali distracting them from the top side, leaving them to rotate over to him.
does get the
Mid
inhibitor carry.
lane is pushed in, no inhib. Bot lane inhib for up, top lane open inhib. Soul goes towards this team, and this team looks like they're gonna run away with it again.
It's pretty well. It's just well played as a team.
Yeah, the macro from this team is really great. Able to do 1-3-1 effectively.
Yeah, knowing how to play around a split pushing top laner. It's not the easiest thing to be doing, but they're doing it pretty well.
And I think they're doing it pretty well against this team fight orienting team that Flo went with, but there just hasn't been a 5v5 team fight in a while.
Yeah, I mean, Kinnan really only had, I think, the one fight around Dragon as an opportunity to use it, to get a big ultimate, but I don't even think he was able to get one there. But
Yeah, 'cause
other
he
than
didn't
that,
have
we
it
really,
up.
yeah, we haven't really had team fights other than little skirmishes here and there. Because you see the 4-man squad so often just disengages rather than fighting.
It's also much easier for Janna to peel off fights if she just protecting 1 or 2 people as opposed to the whole team. So she can position herself much easier this way, Tornado much easier in a certain path, and just be able to provide a lot. And it looks like 3 up here against, and no one can stop Garen, so really, they have no answer to Garen right now. Because Garen also went Death Stance to gain some ability. Looks like a team fight up here, but can't be disabled if he ults away. Monte Carlo with the spell knowledge to go away. Cannon goes down from both the mid lane and top lane from Corky. As they go back in, both Zonia's top right here. But Garen just walks away because he can. A little bit of chaotic team fight. Alistar goes back in, but no pulverize to knock him back up. His headbutts in. Ezreal flashes into the team, but has to flash back out. And Trundle goes down, but Akali takes it. Akali goes down instead, but they still end up losing here. As the game goes, this team 2-0 to start off their season.
Yeah, cleanly closed it out at the end. This is a good split push. Not much that the opposing team could do.
It's a little tough. Trundle was didn't do much with Aftershock. Also had really low damage numbers going from the grass. Also, Warwick had no damage, but Janna did out damage both Alistar and Trundle, so I find that funny. Akali's still out damaging the Garen though, really? Garen was doing so much.
Wow, I guess just involved in a few more fights.
Yeah.
But
Akali picking off
would've-
champions on the left side and everything, getting the Hextech procs off.
yeah, I would have put my money on Garen having the most damage, but yeah, it was the Akali. Guess he didn't really have another tank to just fight all the time in top lane.
Yeah.
So
Fallen
yeah,
One did have really great lane phase, just harassing open base, had great opportunities, was able to get the harass in there while not taking much damage himself. The
yeah,
Trundle, I feel like, was a little lackluster in this team fights.
Yeah, I think that those early levels really putting Trundle behind there. His his jungle route was really messed with. He had no good uh, linking of his camps, and so he really just put him far behind. At one point, he was 50 CS behind the Warwick, and it's like there's just not a whole lot you can do when you're 2 levels down. You can't really contest objectives without just hoping to get lucky.
My God, Garen was level 17 at the end of the game. Jesus,
It's that solo lane XP, man.
that's just so scary. And you can't do anything against him at that point. He just outscaled the game essentially.
Yep, boots and 3 full items. He was strong.
Yeah, going Death Dance with Ham Dancer, he really takes a long time to kill him because Death Dance makes it so he takes damage over time as opposed to instantly. Ham Dancer with the shield and with Garen's built-in kit with his own shields, like how you kill this man? He only died
Yeah.
once that game. Would have been a perfect game, but he did die early. So
Overall, though, well played by this team tonight. They've really like through their put themselves out there as a team that's playing pretty well together. They built a team composition that looked a little like we were thinking maybe they were going to struggle without having a whole lot of peel and not much engage, but basically just able to put the other team in a situation where they had to engage on them um, in situations where they were going to probably lose the fights. It's tough. The other team didn't have enough damage to take down the Garen, and so he was able to just keep those side lanes pushed in and have a lot of map control. Um, but smart play overall.
yeah, this team, like on paper, Flo's team versus this team, you would put your more money on Flo's team just on paper alone. Just the way how they look like in team fights, the possibilities and everything. But the way the game played out is that there were never really any team fighting opportunities, and they really tried to force team fight opportunities. Like Hold My Barrel, try to flash in ultimate right there, but he just gets knocked up and knocked away from Janna. And what are you gonna do after that?
Yep.
And
Again,
it's just hard. Garen pulls so much pressure on his own. Like he pulls everything. He has to bring at least 2 people to come deal with him, right? And then even then, he pulled 3 people and he still got away for free.
yeah,
And he
the
just
real
kept losing objectives over and over from
the
all around the world.
you saw the lack of damage really hurt Flow Gaming, especially when you saw these extended team fights. Janna just walks to the back of the line, back line, pops her ultimate, and her whole team just soaks it up, gets back to full health basically. It makes a pretty free team fight, and she was able to do it in lane as well.
Yeah,
Um,
especially with Captain Snake just walking up there taking free damage, walks back. Mekit just monsoons him back to like over half health again. He's like, "All right, I'm going back in."
yeah, played very confidently on the Tristana, and the Janna backed him up properly, so that together they worked out really well. Um, yeah, overall just very well played. They seemed to be all on the same page as what they wanted to do to close out that game.
Yeah, they played it really well. Alrighty then. Are we gonna do post game interviews today or no? So do you want to move up to the post game interview chat real quick? All right, let's see who we can get. So we wait to see if possible. If not, it was a great game overall from both sides. Um,
Yeah, enjoyable games to watch. It was it wasn't a total blowout. It looked pretty grim for Flow from in the second game, but at the same time, they definitely had a window where you felt like at a certain point they would gonna have enough damage to maybe come back into it. They had so much CC.
yeah. I mean, this team was both pretty confident and a little cocky, especially with some of the misplays coming from them as well when they try to capitalize on kills and were pretty greedy and then they just fall flat on them. I think that's where the Garen died, was when he tower domed the cannon, the second tower, just for the secure kill. So that was actually the only way he died. He
Yeah,
was too overconfident in himself.
well, yeah, and right before that, Akali flashing in and taking
Yeah,
a
trying to
turret
kill the
shot and
cannon was
dying.
like, looking two to die.
A little questionable.
But alright, who do we have here? We have Monte Carlo, the
Monte
jungler
Carlo.
of this team.
Welcome, Warwick player.
How are you?
Hey guys,
How do you feel winning these two games?
you know we would play Clash together,
Okay.
and this is probably the best that we've ever played together.
Oh, okay,
Awesome,
okay.
awesome.
That's success. That's success. This is the first game of the season, so are you excited for more games after this?
I am. You know, I played a couple of seasons ago when it was called Vantage, or back when everybody was still playing in the Vantage League, and then all of my friends moved over here, and I wasn't able to play the last couple of splits. But we put together a new team, and it's our we're having a lot of fun.
Well, that's good. The first game went pretty well, and the second game, the draft was really interesting. But first, let's see, who do you think the MVP is for your team today?
I'm always a fan of saying Janet MVP. But my top laner gets mad at me when he goes, 8-1, and I don't MVP.
Fair.
I mean, he did do a lot of work, right? He did apply a lot of pressure, so it's kind of hard to see who the MVP is on this team.
Right, but that's the thing about the pressure comp or the 1-3-1 type plays is that it's kind of a give me to just give it to the guy who's split pushing and not give it to anyone who's preventing the engage on the remainder of the team. Both of those people, they play an equally important role in making that fight happen and not happen. So I can't give it to one or the other.
So that was your goal plan for game 2 when you saw the cannon, you saw the Lissandra. You're like, let's go with the pressure comp 1-3-1.
Well, we knew we weren't going to fight him. Both games they drafted a really heavy team fight comp, and historically we've done reasonably well as a team fight group, as a group of players. We've team fought well together, but I think we got out drafted in the 5v5, and so we didn't want to try that one. So we said, what does Garen do? Well, let's see if he gets behind or gets ahead. Is he going to go bruiser, or is he going to go attack speed and try and shut down a lane real hard? And it turned out that through a series of events he got ahead, and we went with that.
Okay. Do you have a lot of success with the split push comps, or this is your first time trying it?
I think it's probably one of our first times committing to it quite that hard. I think our top laner likes playing a lot of Darius. You saw that banned twice. Renekton, that banned twice, and so he doesn't play split pushers like Tryndamere or like Jax, or Fiora, but when he's had enough, he can pressure it. But I think, like I said, our strength has really been.
Yeah, Captain Snake did play really well the first and second game, where he looked pretty strong on the Tristana. Does he play Tristana often?
He plays everything. He's one of those players that I'm jealous of because he's better than me at playing other champions. He would kick my ass with Poppy 80 carry.
Oh my goodness. Do you have any burning questions there, Soul?
None. Just a great job on the Warwick in the last game. Way to really put the pressure on him and taking care of those objectives.
Oh, I was terrified. I'm not gonna take a lot of credit for that. I don't like playing into Trundles. It's not pleasant.
Soul was a little worried about you picking Warwick into Trundle, so.
Yeah, I was surprised by the 2 picks into Trundle. But hey, it worked out, I guess.
In the end, I went with something that was more comfortable. I'm not an assassin player, so I didn't want to pick something like a Sejuani into Trundle, of course, or a Zac.
Even worse.
Right. So I wanted to pick something that had a lot of lifesteal that could potentially duel him if I absolutely had to. So yeah, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. Trundle did with an interesting rune of Aftershock, so it did help your dueling potential a little bit if you did try to face him. But
yeah,
you
that
did
was
have
kind of
some.
confusing. I'm glad that I didn't have to face a PTA Bloodraiser Trundle. I would have been gone.
Yeah, you did have some really nice plays though with the ultimate sealing that Mount Drake on the fourth one, trying to go in there and just kind of like fly by, all in, steal it.
Well, I blew everybody's eardrums out that play.
As you should, as you should. That was a really hype moment, and you guys proceeded to win that team fight. It was amazing.
If I can take a chance to toot my own horn here, though, I also Q followed Ezreal over the wall right after the seal.
Yeah, we saw it,
Yep.
and you secured the kill
Okay,
on top
as
of
long
it.
as everybody saw that.
Not
we
the
saw
first
it.
Q follow either. So
Yeah.
it was a good job of those. They're
We have
tricky.
Thank you.
we had really beautiful follows with the flash over the walls from you with your bite. It was really nice.
I've gotten used to playing it. I actually think Warwick is one of like the low key hard counters to some of the really strong champions like right now, like Mordekaiser and Set. I like playing him into both of those champions.
Yeah, I like playing set in general, so I don't matter who I face. I just have a good time.
1v1 me sometime.
All right, we can. I just like playing him. He's very fun.
I also want to wish everybody that we played against tonight good luck in week 2. We had a lot of fun playing against you guys, and we're looking forward to our next matches.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Guy.
And thank you guys for casting. We're our team plans to have a hang session and go over the Twitch VODs in the next couple of days, and we'll see what you guys had to say. And I remember that was a really helpful thing for me when I was playing a couple of years ago, was listening to other people cast my games and give their perspective on what I was doing, and it made me take a second or even third look at assumptions that I was making or ways that I was playing. So we're looking forward to learning from your VOD reviews or your
Awesome.
VOD casts.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, it's a nice side benefit, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's great. I'll keep that in mind next time I do another cast on this team. I'm like, I gotta mention some things to help them out, or some things for the other team to help them out, just in case. Because I do try to offer scenarios where people could play different situations differently, but it does feel nice to hear that people are going through the VODs and listening to the cast again on their own and just sharing it as a team to improve themselves. So it's really nice to see that you are taking this a little bit more seriously and then trying to improve yourself as a player, but also as a team whole.
Hey, I like not sucking. I'll take every opportunity I can to not suck.
It's always fun when you win, right?
That's true. Well, yeah, almost always. Every now
Almost
and then
always.
it's kind of a bitter victory, but
Yeah, this game was really nice. So I commend you for how you play. We were a little scared for your team in the second game, but then you guys pulled it out really well. But your team's doing really well, and I hope to see more games from you guys.
thank you very much. I'm gonna head out. I'll catch you guys later.
Good luck
Have
in
a
week
good one,
2.
Monte Carlo. Have a good one in week 2.
Bye.
And that is the end of this game. Looks like our next game is at 9 o'clock. So it's at 9 o'clock with a different stream team. I think Draco is still streaming it, and we have 2 different casters, I believe, for that team. So we'll be looking forward to it. That game will be Bronze Age versus Team Renegades in the Noxus division with Hiares and C7 Goiner casting that game. So we'll see you guys in another hour as we wrap it up. And that's it. That'll be the second game for today, as there were 4 other games at the 9 o'clock shift as well. So we can only cast so much, but we hope to see you guys sometime soon tonight in another hour.